And welcome back to the Fortin Center. We got head coach Bill Dreykosen. Coach, always a bittersweet night here. He saying goodbye to a tremendous offensive player and a tremendous defensive player.
Yeah, two great kids that are the epitome of our program. You know, you always recruit high-character kids, and Chad and Tegan are just that, you know. We have 14 guys on the team. 12 guys talked about those two guys, and every single guy talked about attitude and effort. Well, that's a pretty good base to have, and every kid thanked them for their work ethic and challenging them every day to play hard.
Yeah, it's two hard workers, a couple of small-town Montana boys.
Yeah,
kind of like their head coach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to love those kind of kids. You know, they can get you a long ways. You know, people talk about it being a long season, but it's never a long season when you got kids like that.
No, that's for sure. Coach, talk a little bit about this game tonight. Last time they were in here, you were able to get a win from LC. Just talk a little bit about what you got looking at you tonight.
Yeah, they're just real athletic and really well coached, and they got a lot of guys that could go off, you know, get 20 points on you, and so you don't know which guys that are. You just got to just make sure our guys aren't guarding the guys on the bench, just the 5 that are on the floor.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're just another good team. They're different than everybody. You know, we're going to have to rebound. We're going to have to do an excellent job, okay, on their ball screening offense, okay, and definitely got to rebound, and we got to get back in transition. Those are the 3 things they do well.
And score one more point.
Yeah, and then the final thing, score one more point. Don't be ahead by 6 with 1:45.
No, we don't need. My heart can't take too many more of them.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
telling you that right
you must
now.
have a good heart now.
Well, I'm getting a good stress test.
Yeah, exactly.
Coach, good luck tonight. Congratulations on a good season and a good tournament.
I appreciate all your help and all
right.
you've done for Rocky.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
And head coach Bill Dreykosen there is. It's always bittersweet. Senior night. Chad Cannon and Tegan Johnson, I think, probably pretty close to Coach Dreykosen, as I said, all coming from Class C programs here in Montana. Coach Dreykosen played on a state championship team, as well as Chad Cannon, and played on a state championship team with Roy Winifred. So just a couple of just you? Okay. A couple deals there for those 2 people in this program that have come through the ranks from the Class C programs, and just it's great to see that happen. But it's going to be a good one here tonight. This is probably the last time that the men will get a chance to play this season here at the Fortin Center, as they will go on the road probably throughout the playoffs, throughout the conference tournament. There is a slight chance that they could host. They'd have to have a lot of help from some other teams in the conference to make that happen. We'll know more on that. Mr. Josh Fisher, the SID here at Rocky, and I want to thank him for all he does for me as far as getting stats and that kind of stuff to me to be able to bring these broadcasts to you, and as well as Associate Athletic Director Jeff Mulby for helping me out whenever I need some help. And Carrie Keller, she does a great job of finding us some people to help run our cameras and that type of stuff up above to keep the broadcast going. I want to thank all the support staff that we have here at Rocky Mountain College to make these broadcasts possible. And looking forward to a great postseason here on the men's side. We're going to take us a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we're going to go over these 2 ball clubs on the floor here tonight. We'll be back in 3 minutes. And welcome back here to Fortin Center on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. First Interstate Bank Court. Standings in the Frontier Conference on the men's side. It's Western on top with a 13-4 conference mark. They're 23-5 overall. Carroll College with a 12-5 mark in conference, 24-5. LC at 10-7, playing here tonight with a 21-8 overall mark. Northern at 9-9 and 19-11 overall. Rocky at 8-9 in conference, 17-12 overall. Providence at 5-12, 11-16 overall, and Montana Tech at 3-14 and 11-17 overall. These two teams earlier in the year, Rocky got a win here at home on January 4th by the score of 86-80, and out in LC 69-55 in that one. As the way these two teams match up as points per game, they are dead even there at 82 points per game. Field goal percentage, it is LC at 50, Rocky at 46. Three-point field goal percentage, it is 40% for LC, 34 for Rocky. From the free throw line, they're dead even at 74%. Rebounds per game, Rocky with the edge there by 5, 40-35. Assists per game, Rocky with the edge there, 17-16 per game. Turnovers dead even at 12 turnovers each per game. And steals per game, even there at 8. As far as blocks go, Rocky with 3 and LC with 3 as well. Once again, we honored the seniors here at Rocky Mountain College between the two contests here tonight. Always, as I said to Coach Drykosen, a bittersweet moment for both coaches, head coach Wes Keller and also for head coach Bill Drykosen. As I said, it's possibly the last time that the men will play here in front of their home crowd at Rocky Mountain College. They're going to have some help around the conference if they were to host a playoff game. If they would, it would be Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, and the women will host a playoff game on Wednesday night, and that one will tip off at 7 o'clock. So as we get set for our action here tonight, looking for an exciting ball game here between Lewis Clark State Warriors and the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College. And we're going to take us a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with our national anthem and starting lineups after this 3-minute break. And welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College as we get set for our men's action here tonight. As we will have the presentation of our colors, our national anthem here. And we will turn it over to PA for that. And the starting lineups for tonight's game, and head coach Brian Rinta from Lewis Clark State. And the Warriors, it'll be number 2, Trey Thomas, a 5'10 senior out of East Wenatchee, Washington. Number 4 will be Andre McCowan, a 6'4 junior out of Portland, Oregon. Number 10 will be Corey Dollarhide, a 6' junior out of Inglewood, California. Number 23 will be Jeremy Franklin, a 6'4 senior from Escondido, California. And number 34 is Race Martin, a 6'6 junior out of Pullman, Washington. And for the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College and head coach Bill Drykosen, it'll be number 2, Chad Cannon, a 6'1 senior from Roy, Montana. Number 20 will be Satchel McDonald, a 5'11 junior from St. Louis, Missouri. Number 22 will be Danny Betcher, a 6'7 junior from Billings, Montana. Number 24 will be Craig Wilmore, a 6'3 junior from Daytona Beach, Florida. And number 34, the big guy in the middle, will be number 34, Jared Samuelson, a 6'7 sophomore out of Billings, Montana. As we get set to see what happens here between these two ball clubs, Rocky will be in their black uniforms tonight, and LC will be wearing their gray uniforms. LC with blue numbers, Rocky with white numbers on their uniforms. As we get set, ready to go here, as these two ball clubs do battle here for the third time. This is the last game of the regular season. We get into playoff basketball. For the men, the conference tournament will start on Tuesday night as the first round of conference games will be played. The women will play on Wednesday night. Jumping center here for the Warriors is going to be McCowan. Will go up against Betcher. And it's going to be controlled by Rocky as Satchel McDonald has the ball out on top. Samuelson, high post. Chad Cannon with the three-pointer, front iron, no good. Rebound's going to come down to Franklin. And the Warriors get it up. Trey Thomas will run the point here for the Warriors tonight. Looks like Rocky going to start out in a man-to-man defense. Really no surprise as the Warriors get the ball inside, and Race Martin goes to work in there quickly and scores in the paint. Bears come back quickly the other way. Craig Wilmore. Satchel McDonald Danny Betcher had a great game here Thursday night, and he gets this one off the glass, going to rattle out, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor LC. I think Danny probably had the best game of the career that we've seen here at home Thursday night, Stan.
Oh, yeah, he was smooth.
Trey Thomas brings it up for the Warriors. Got a few students over there in the few student section tonight.
Yeah,
most of them are gone home as Rocky in break. And we got a whistle on the foul. Is going to go against Chad Cannon. His first personal foul, first foul of the ball game. So therefore the first team foul on Rocky. Trey Thomas will pull the trigger for the Warriors on the baseline. Gets the ball back from Race Martin, and Thomas with the three-pointer in the corner is good. And the Warriors go on top 5-0. Samuelson says, I can do it too from the three-point line. The big guy puts down the three. First points for Rocky. Race Martin trying to find the baseline cutter. Shot's going to be up inside. It's going to be good in there by Dollarhide.
Offensive rebound, Bob. They kill you. They kill you on that deal.
Satchel McDonald puts up the long three. No good. Rebound ran down by Wilmore. Satchel, they get it into Samuelson. Samuelson backing in, puts up the jump hook on the baseline. It's good by Jared Samuelson as he has all 5 Rocky points. 7-5, Warriors on top. Trey Thomas with it out on top. Goes to Franklin. Far side, McCowan. Free throw line jumper's good by Andre McCowan. Wilmore, free throw line jumper, going to be short. That's Dollarhide with the rebound. Dollarhide in the paint, puts up the floater. Betcher with the rebound. McDonald takes it to the hole the other way, can't finish. And Dollarhide brings it back for the Warriors. Kicks it out. Race Martin. Trey Thomas, three-pointer, top of the key. It's going to roll around, no good, and we got a whistle and a foul on a rebound as Franklin gets the board. As Chad Cannon picks up 2 quick fouls here. .23. Jeremy Franklin is 78% free throw shooter. And Franklin gets the second one to go as well.
Did they change that? They were talking about they didn't change it.
Chad Cannon with 2 quick fouls here. Wilmore, and then we're going to have a foul, is going to go against McCowan. His first foul, team foul number 1 against the Warriors. Craig Wilmore gets it into Samuelson, back to Craig. Betcher. Samuelson. Man-to-man defense by both teams here to start this ball game. Wilmore, three-pointer, top of the key, is going to be off. Satchel McDonald runs down the loose basketball. Latrell Franklin came in for Chad Cannon. As Satchel McDonald's going to hit the long 2-pointer. Come back the other way. Race Martin with it, backing in against Samuelson, puts it up. It's good for Race. He has 4 points.
He's a handful, Bob.
He's a big boy. Satchel brings it up. McDonald goes to Samuelson. Betcher will step out. Grant Wallace set to come in, and Samuelson will go up. He's going to be fouled. This one going to go against Jeremy Franklin. as Franklin will pick up his first personal foul. Samuelson at the line. He's 84% on the year, averaging just at 20 points per game. And 8 rebounds. He had 11 offensive boards the other night in that ball game. And he gets both free throws here tonight. Grant Wallace comes in. He'll give Jared a little bit of a breather here before the media timeout. Trey Thomas will bring it up. Race Martin. Thomas with it out on top. They go into Race Martin going against Grant Wallace. They kick it around. Ball's going to be knocked loose. Warriors retain possession. Shots up, no good. Rebound with Trail Franklin. Craig Wilmore, far side. Now they get it to Satchel. And this one's going to be out of bounds off the foot of Wilmore. Dana Abe coming in. Derek White coming in for the Warriors as well. Going to stay with Rocky basketball down there. McDonald will pull the trigger, get the ball in bounds.
Throw it up in the air.
And he's going to get it in to Wallace. Grant Wallace for three, it's good. As the shot clock running down, that could be a huge basket before this ball game is over as Grant hit that at the end of the shot clock there. Race Martin with it underneath is going to be fouled from behind by Craig Wilmore.
He had a good block, Bob, but anytime you come down with that hand.
Grant Wallace going to pick that foul up, I guess.
Really? I thought it
was Craig on the backside.
Yeah, I did too.
Race Martin gets the first free throw. He shoots 91%. Pretty good for a big guy, Stan. Gets that first one. Averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds per game. Gets the second one to go. 15-12. Warriors on top. Probably help if I get the right stats up here, huh? Latrell Franklin with it. Goes to Satchel. McDonald pulls up, 17-footer front iron, and Wallace is going to run down the loose ball, save it to Franklin, around to Craig Wilmore. Wilmore gets in the paint, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Is going to go against Derek White. That'll be his first personal foul, and Craig Wilmore will go to the line to shoot. Craig is 70% free throw shooter on the season. Colin May set to come in. As Craig gets the first one to fall.
See now, you notice, Bob, they took Samuelson out much earlier than they did the other night. So he's going to have some gas left.
And Wilmore goes 1 for 2. Good point, Stan. We talked about that a lot, that they need to get Jared a little bit more of a break, especially in the first half. I think that's the most important.
Yeah.
Race Martin gets the ball inbounds. Race backing down against Craig Wilmore. Mismatch there as he picks up 2 more. And Race Martin with 8 points here in the ballgame, 17-13. 4-point Warrior lead for Coach Rinta's squad.
They're going to have to lay a body on the big guy.
Wilmore with it. Wilmore kicks it out. Cohen May for three. Going to be long. And the rebound's going to come down to Abe. As Abe comes all the way back, gets the pass back, and goes up. He's going to be fouled by Betcher. And Jared Samuelson will come back into the ball game as Danny picks up his first personal foul. Timeout on the floor, 13:22 to go here in the first half. It's LC on top of Rocky by the score of 17-13. We're back in a minute. (17-13), LC on top of Rocky. 13:22 to go here in the first half. Abby at the free throw line. Gets that one to fall. 73% free throw shooter, makes the first one. His first points. And Abby goes 2 for 2. 19-13. Latrell Franklin will bring it up. Latrell in the game. Chad Cannon picking up 2 quick fouls here. Grant Wallace. Unless we have some help from some other teams in the conference here tonight. And the women will be here at home on Wednesday night. They will take on Montana Tech in that game, starting at 7 p.m. as well. So a lot of basketball going on here at the Fortin Center this week.
What seed are they starting out in, the women?
The women will be in third. Bears bring it up. Satchel McDonald with it. Hands off Cohen May. May goes to Cannon. Cannon for 3, no good. And the rebound comes down to Mitchell. As Coach Rint is going to get a warning. As the Warriors inbound the basketball, they'll bring it across into front court. Far side to White. Kick it out, Dollarhide. Inside, Abby puts it up over Samuelson. Samuelson with the rebound, gets it out to Satchel McDonald. And McDonald back to Samuelson for 3. Up, no good. Rebound will come down to the Warriors. And it's going to be Mitchell bringing it up to 4. Mitchell goes into Bradley. Bradley on the baseline. Shot going to be put up. And the rebound fought for is going to go out of bounds. It'll go to Rocky. Dollarhide with that last shot for the Warriors. Satchel McDonald brings it up. Cohen May. Samuelson, spin move, puts it up and good with the left hand.
You had to see it, folks, but he did a spin move and left the other guy sitting on the floor.
And nobody touched him, he just fell down.
Yeah, he couldn't.
just couldn't go the right way, and it's going to come back the other way. It's going to be off of Jared.
Makes a big difference when they take the giant out and regular guys in there.
And Betcher set to check in. I'm sure we're going to see Race Martin coming back shortly as Bradley gets two in the inbounds pass. 25-17. 8-point lead. Samuelson. Another spin move, baseline jumper, good by Jared Samuelson. And right back at the Battlin Bears. The shot's going to be up and good by Abby as he picks up two more. Satchel McDonald gets it into Samuelson. Jared can't finish inside. Rebound Warriors, and it's Mitchell bringing it up. And Bradley picking up two more. .9:14 to go here in the first half. LC on top by 10, 29-19. We're back in a minute. Rocky will inbound the basketball. Austin Payne gets it into Satchel McDonald. Betcher with it. Hands off. Cannon and three-pointer back iron. And the rebound is going to be taken in by Mitchell, and he'll be fouled. Austin Payne picking up the personal. First foul on Austin. Rocky with 5 team fouls, LC with 3. Rocky has used a couple timeouts here in this first half. Shot, free throw line jumper is going to be up and good by Derek White. Satchel McDonald dumps into Betcher. Betcher has it knocked loose and going to lose the handle. Race Martin comes down with the basketball. Three-point shot put up by Mitchell. Bears come the other way with the rebound. Cannon goes to Betcher. Betcher, long two-pointer is going to be short. Rebound comes down to White. 31-19. Warriors on top of the Bears. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul as it's Mitchell underneath being fouled by Craig Wilmore, as Craig picks up his first personal foul. And Mitchell will go to the line. 81% free throw shooter, averages 8 points, 2 rebounds per game. He'll be shooting a couple. as LC in the bonus the rest of this first half with just under 8 minutes. Isaac Martell coming into the game for Rocky. Second one good as well. Mitchell gets 2. 33-19. LC on top of Rocky. Satchel McDonald pulls up. 17-footer going to be long. And the rebound comes out. As Satchel is going to have it. And he'll be whistled for a travel. Turnover to LC. Abe coming back in. Timeout on the floor. LC up 33-19. 7:33 to go here in the first half. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Fair crowd kind of filed in here late, Stan. Showed up about halftime of that women's game. But not a bad crowd for as much action as there is going on around.
There's actually more people behind us than there is across. So.
Yeah, but a lot of basketball going on around the vicinity as the A divisional tournament going on at the Metro, and the Class C Southern Boys, C Boys Class C divisional tournament going on in Laurel. There's a lot of basketball going on.
Oh, there really is. My grandson has a couple of tournaments going on too, so.
It's going to be LC inbounding the basketball here.
I love this time of year, Bob.
Yeah, I wish I could get through it a lot quicker. I wish it would just come and go real quick. Race Martin, the Mitchell, far side.
Well, that's true.
McCulloch, and it's Mitchell, and gonna have an offensive foul. Who's the foul on?
Thought he said 24, but it must have been 34.
Who's it on? 4?
Oh, number 4.
McCowan picks up the personal foul. That's his second foul. Rocky basketball in the backcourt. Wilmore looking for a screen out on top. Cannon goes to Martell on the baseline. It's going to go out of bounds.
Kind of a mirror of the women's game. They're just not getting enough shots. More turnovers than they get shots.
Warriors come back. Mitchell with it out on top. Abe. Trey Thomas goes up. Shot partially blocked there, I believe, by Betcher. And Betcher gets it ahead to McDonald. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Satchel McDonald. Satchel just has to get at least one of those every game.
They're out of control there. We can't have much separation and more separation, Bob. We're down 14 going on 15 years.
White brings it up. Race Martin with it on the perimeter. He takes it to the hole, puts it up with the left hand. No good. Betcher with the rebound. He'll get it out to Franklin. Latrell has it. Craig Wilmore. Latrell Franklin for 3. Front iron. And it's going to be up to Abe for the big dunk. As he put that one down with some authority. Abe picks up his 8th point of the night. Franklin goes to Cannon. Cannon to Betcher. Betcher. Wilmore. Cannon. Latrell Franklin, free throw line jumper is going to be off, and I think it's more the rebounding than anything, Stan. They just haven't gotten an offensive rebound, and LC's just given us one shot at the basket. Race Martin working on Betcher inside, kicks out Abby. Trey Thomas for three, good. Martell. Betcher. And Danny Betcher with two off the glass. Race Martin with it. And Martin shots no good, and the rebound comes down to Franklin. Betcher. Franklin. Chad Cannon penetrates, goes to Martell. Wilmore, Betcher. And we got a whistle and a foul. Is going to go against Race Martin. That's his first personal foul. And Betcher will go to the line to shoot a couple.
They're about to take him out. He's second air, 34.
4:43 to go here in the first half. 38-21 our score. Danny Betcher gets the first one to fall. White coming in for the Warriors. Trey Larson and Grant Wallace coming in for the Bears. And Danny gets the second one to drop over the lip. He has 4 points on the night. Mitchell goes to Trey Thomas. Dumps inside Abby. Out to Dollarhide. Abby tries to dump it inside. It's going to be stolen away by Betcher, and Franklin with the basketball. Trey Larson out of Gillette, Wyoming with the ball. Goes to Grant Wallace. Martell. Franklin. Grant Wallace for three off the front iron. And it's going to be rebounded as Dollarhide brings it up for the Warriors. Trey Larson with it. Dumps off to Abby. Abby goes far side to White. White kicks back out, and it's going to be Franklin, Jeremy Franklin, going in for the 2-point basket, and he'll have a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play as Franklin's going to pick up his 4th point, chance for his 5th here on the free throw. Foul going against Grant Wallace as Franklin goes 3 for 3 here tonight, and Grant picks up his 2nd personal foul. 18 fouls on Rocky, 5 on LC. Larson with it, goes to Betcher. Betcher's going to have it knocked away. As Franklin will pick up his 2nd personal. Rocky basketball on the baseline. Franklin will pull the trigger for the Bears. Trey Larson with it. Goes to Martell. Martell takes it to the hole, puts it up in good. Isaac Martell gets on the scoreboard here. 41-25. And it's going to be Franklin going to the hole. He'll be fouled and go back to the line to shoot a couple more as Grant Wallace picks up his 3rd personal foul. Franklin 3 for 3 tonight from the line. Gets the first one. And the second to fall as well. Austin Payne back in. Bradley back in for LC, as well as Derek White. Austin Payne came in for Rocky. Martell with it, goes to Betcher. Hands off to Franklin. And Latrell Franklin's going to be fouled. It'll be a 1-on-1 situation for Latrell, as Trey Thomas is going to pick up his first personal foul. Latrell Franklin shoots 66% from the line. 10 points, 3 rebounds per game, gets the first one to fall. His first points of the night here. And Latrell's second one rolls off. Abby with the rebound. And Thomas will bring it up. LC moved it around. Trey Thomas, three-pointer, top of the key is good. Trey Thomas hits his third three-pointer of the night. It's a 20-point lead here for LC. Trey Larson, three will not go. And Trey Thomas comes back. A lot of Treys shooting Treys here. Warriors, nice move to the basket there by Derek White.
As a team, they're really good ball handling.
Yeah, they're very athletic. Too.
Yeah.
Danny Betcher with it. Danny. Baseline's going to be blocked by Bradley. Trey Thomas for three. It's good as he hits his fourth three-pointer. The only thing I can figure, Stan, is the measuring stick of Lewiston, Idaho must only go to 6'6". Because there's a couple of these boys I think are taller than 6'6".
Yeah.
Trey Larson goes to the hole and gets it to go with the left hand. Nice move there by Trey Larson as he picks up his first 2 points of the game. 51-28. Trey Thomas brings it up against Latrell Franklin.
He's trying, coach is trying a lot of different combinations to find something that'll fire. So we're seeing a lot of guys that haven't played much play tonight. So.
I think probably thinking a little bit about that game Tuesday night on the road too. Austin Payne puts it in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to the Warriors. As I don't think we'll probably see much more of Jared Samuelson tonight, to be honest with you. That game Tuesday night a lot more important than this one, Stan. And like you say, it gives an opportunity for some of these other bench players to get some good action in case they're called upon in the weeks to come here in the conference tournament. As Isaac Martell comes up with a loose ball rebound. Latrell Franklin, Austin Payne, Martell, Betcher, Franklin. Latrell Franklin puts it up. Austin Payne is going to be blocked at the buzzer, and LC is going to take a 51-28 lead into the halftime here at the Fortin Center with the lead over the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College. We're going to take us a 3-minute timeout. We'll come back after this. And welcome back to the Fortin Center. Our halftime stats stand here. LC on top, 51-28. They led by 25 at one time in this ball game. Some scoring, first of all, for LC. It is Thomas with 12 points, McCowan with 2 points, Dollarhide with 2, Franklin with 7, Martin with 8, White with 4, Mitchell with 2, Abby with 8, and Bradley with 6. Everybody on the roster has scored here tonight for the Warriors from Lewis Clark State. 2 turnovers in that first half, 23 rebounds, 2 offensive, 21 defensive boards, and they are shooting 18 of 31 for 58% from the floor. They are 4 of 10 for 40% from the three-point line, and they are 11 of 11 from the charity stripe for 100%. For the Battlin Bears, it's Satchel McDonald with 2 points, Betcher with 4, Wilmore with 1, Samuelson with 13 points in limited action here tonight, Franklin with 1 point, Wallace with 3 points, Larson with 2, and Martell with 2. 4 turnovers in the game, the first half for Rocky. 15 rebounds, 4 offensive, 11 defensive rebounds, and they are 10 of 33 from the floor for 30%. They're 2 of 13 for 15% from the three-point line, and they are 6 of 8 for 75% from the charity stripe. In the paint, it's LC with 24 points to 12 for Rocky. Bench points, we talked about Rocky having a lot of bench players on there, but the bench points wise, it is LC leading there 20-8 in this first half. So this one's basically been all LC thus far, Stan.
Yeah, it's just, well, Danny's not scoring as much as we kind of hoped he would, you know, with the night game he had the other day. Samuelson is doing his job, you know, and doing his part, but he's not getting enough shots.
No, that, and, you know, just, I think they're passing up some, you know, I think they're passing up some shots in transition. You know, they're coming down, and I think there's been, you know, 2 or 3 times that they've maybe put a shot up, but, you know, we don't know what coach is telling them. He might be telling them, you know, we want to take some time off the shot clock before we put one up or whatever. We don't know, but one thing that I do know, LC's ahead 51-28 here at halftime.
Yeah, and that just didn't happen. I mean, that was building, and it kept getting worse, and it kept getting worse, and it kept getting worse, till the point it's almost out of control.
Yeah, and I did find out here at halftime that the men will travel to Northern and play at Northern on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock in their first round. So they will be on the road Tuesday night. Women will be here at home on Wednesday night. They will host Montana Tech. We're going to take us another 3-minute timeout, and when we come back, we'll be set for our second half action. And we're back here at the Fortin Center getting set for the second half action. Bob Ritter on along with Stan Newman. 51-28, LC on top of Rocky here. Going to be Rocky basketball, looks like. Start this second half. They got the arrow.
Jared's not starting, Bob.
No, it'll be Grant Wallace in for Jared Samuelson. Satchel McDonald to get the inbounds pass. Craig Wilmore with it, goes to Betcher. Satchel out to Betcher. McDonald. Grant Wallace takes it to the hole, puts it up with the left hand, can't finish. And the Warriors come back the other way. Trey Thomas with the basketball. Warriors with their starting five out here on the floor. In Thomas, McCowan, Dowerhide, Franklin, and Martin. Race Martin gets it, high post. Dumps down Dowerhide. Kicks out, and the shot's put up. Going to be short there by McCowan. And the Battlin Bears come back the other way. Betcher with it. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bears. Rocky basketball. Franklin to pull, or McDonald, excuse me, to pull the trigger. And Cannon's going to miss the three. And the Warriors come back the other way. Franklin with the basketball. McCowan inside to Franklin. Franklin.
How long
kicks
did you
out.
stand it?
Race Martin with the shots up, no good. And Betcher gets the rebound. Back to Satchel. Satchel takes it to the hole. It's up and good. Satchel McDonald with two. 51-30. McCowan with it. Franklin. Dowerhide. Martin. Trey Thomas has had 4 3-pointers that first half. Dumps underneath Dowerhide. And we're going to have a travel. It'll be Bear basketball in the backcourt. Turnover on the Warriors. Just underway here in the second half. 18-17 to go in the half. Grant Wallace working hard, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on Satchel McDonald. As Satchel going to pick up his second personal foul. First team foul on Rocky here in the second half. And Trey Thomas. Race Martin goes to Franklin. And we're going to have another foul on the Battlin Bears. It's going to go against Satchel McDonald.
Kind of indicative of the night, what that Satchel's going through. They're just not clicking, you know. Everybody's just off the stride.
Latrell Franklin comes into the ball game for Satchel McDonald as Satchel has those 3 personal fouls. Trey Thomas with it, far side for LC. And the shot's going to be up. Martin with the rebound. Race kicks it out to Franklin, and Franklin's going to be whistled for a travel. And Latrell Franklin brings it up. Latrell hands off to Cannon. Chad back to Franklin. Betcher, they go inside. It's going to be knocked down there by Martin. Trey Thomas with it to Race Martin. Out to Franklin. Trey Thomas. Race Martin inside. Can't finish. Rebound comes down. It's Wilmore in transition. Gets it to go. Craig Wilmore gets his first field goal of the night. 51-32. Timeout on the floor. It'll be stretched to a media timeout. 51-32. We're back in a minute. $19-point lead here for LC. 16:42 to go. Abby will inbound the basketball, gets it to Trey Thomas. Thomas back to Abby. Derek White into the ball game, that dead ball. Race Martin backing down Grant Wallace, and it's going to be Cannon with the rebound. Chad off to a trail and the lob to, geez, I went blank there. Craig Wilmore for his lob and couldn't finish, and Craig's coming back the other way, and
holy crap.
And it'll be turnover's going to go to LC. Trey Thomas with the basketball. Trey goes to Abby. Abby with it. To Thomas. Thomas kicks it out to White. White with the basketball out on top. Goes to Thomas. Dumps off. Abby with it inside. Can't finish. Rebound Betcher. And he'll hand it off to a Trail Franklin. Back to Betcher. Betcher tries to go inside. He's going to be fouled by Race Martin, as Race Martin's going to pick up his second personal foul. Latrell Franklin, Craig Wilmore for three. As Craig Wilmore gets his first three-pointer of the night. He has 6 points on the evening. Abby far side to Trey Thomas. To White, or excuse me, McCulloch goes underneath. And Race Martin on the perimeter. That's a mismatch. Latrell Franklin guarding him. And the tip is going to be controlled by the Warriors, as the Warriors get into all the loose balls here tonight. Trey Thomas with it out on top. Goes far side to Derek White. Abby with it. Back to Thomas. Race Martin with it. 8 on the shot clock. They dump off McCowan underneath.
Oh, they restarted the shot clock. You got to be kidding me.
as there was no discussing the shot clock, as it's going to be set at 5 seconds, and it'll be Warrior basketball.
I'm sure glad they did that.
Thomas inbounds to White. White, free throw line jumpers up and good by Derek White, as he has 6 on tonight. His average of 7 per game. Austin Payne goes to Cohen May. Latrell Thomas. Betcher. And Betcher puts it up. It's going to be off. Ball's on the floor, and it's going to come out of there as Trey Thomas will take control. Thomas kicks it outside. Abbey with it. Abbey puts it off the glass, no good. Betcher out to Franklin. Austin Payne.
Gotta shoot
Betcher.
it. Gotta shoot it.
Austin is going to be fouled by Abbey. Abbey picks up his first personal foul. Going to have a timeout on the floor. 13:41 to go. 53-35 in favor of LC over Rocky. We're back in a minute. $53-35, 18-point lead here for LC. Austin Payne will go to the line, shoot some free throws for the Battlin Bears. He'll be shooting 2. Austin, 72% on the season. Gets that first one. Austin averages 11 points, 3 rebounds per game. And the second one good as well. Abbey gets it into White. To Trey Thomas. Trey Thomas with it out on top. Abbey. White. Shot clock at 8. White, free throw line. Dumps off Abbey. Abbey goes up, no good. Rebound, Austin Payne gets out to May. Cohen May kicks it up ahead, back to Franklin. And Latrell goes baseline to Betcher. And Latrell with a nice left-handed shot is up and good as Latrell gets his first field goal of the night. He has 3 points, 53-39. Trey Thomas with it. Out on top. Thomas. McCowan. McCowan kicks back out. And it's going to be Franklin for 2. As Franklin gets the basket. Cohen May is going to miss the shot, and the rebound comes down to Franklin. White goes to Abby, up for two as Abby gets the dunk. Abby with 10 points on the evening, back to an 18-point lead, 57-39. Craig Wilmore comes into the game. Wilmore with it.
Get some good sets.
As Craig Wilmore is going to hit the three-pointer top of the key. It's good. It's Franklin with the basketball underneath, dumps off to Mitchell, and Abby can't finish, gets his own rebound. He's going to be fouled. As Martell's going to pick up his first personal foul. Abby at the line. 2 for 2 tonight. Gets that one to fall. 73% shooter on the season. Grant Wallace comes back into the ball game. Abby, second one is good. He is 4 for 4 on the evening. Wilmore to May, and May's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a couple. As Dollarhide's going to pick up the personal foul, his first. Colin May will go to the line. He shoots 40% from the free throw line. His first trip tonight. As he gets that one to fall. And May goes 2 for 2. He has 2 points on the evening. 11:08 to go in the ball game. 59-44. Dollarhide goes to Franklin. Franklin's going to go at the hole, and he'll be fouled as he's got a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Craig Wilmore picking up his second personal foul, and Franklin gets the old-fashioned three-point plays. He goes a perfect 6 for 6 here from the line tonight. He has 12 points in the ball game. Franklin goes to Wilmore. Craig Wilmore dumps to Latrell. Franklin, three-pointer's going to be long, and it is Abby with the rebound to Franklin. Franklin quickly up the floor, loses the handle, gets it back. Dumps it off. It's Dollarhide for three. Going to be long. And the rebound underneath Abby. Loose ball comes up Franklin of Rocky. Dumps off to Grant Wallace, and Grant's going to be whistled for a travel. Trey Larson will come back in for Rocky. He'll replace Craig Wilmore. Betcher back into the game. Bradley comes in for Franklin. Race Martin gets the ball inbounds. Dollarhide to Martin. Back to Dollarhide. As Mitchell will set things up on top. Race Martin goes to the hole. can't finish. Rebound comes back, Bears. And we got a whistle and a foul underneath. I believe it's going to go against Bradley of LC, as he will pick up his first personal foul. Trey Larson will inbound for Rocky. Gets it into Betcher. Betcher. And we got a foul. It's going to be on Race Martin.
Tried to get in under him there, and that didn't quite work there.
Third personal foul on Martin.
How is it not? Jeez, only 5 team fouls. Seems
Five
like there's a
team
lot
fouls.
of fouls.
Got some moisture, it looks like, on the floor. Trey Larson cleaning that up. Looks like they got the moisture taken care of here. Latrell will pull the trigger, gets it into Betcher on the perimeter. Betcher hands it off to Franklin. Latrell takes it to the hole with the floater, gets it to fall with the scoop shot. Latrell Franklin picks up 2. Dowerhide dumps it in. Abby with 2 more inside. Abby with 14 points.
He's tough, Bob.
And it's Colin May from the 3-point line for the Battlin Bears as Colin hits his first 3-pointer of the night. Mitchell. Dowerhide. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell takes it to the hole. It's good. As Mitchell picks up, 2 more. That's his first field goal. He has 4 points on the night. 66-49 our score. 8:46 to go here in the ball game. We'll be back in a minute. And
well,
back to live action here.
I know you shouldn't feel.
As Grant Wallace has it, goes to May. Colin May puts up the 3, no good. Rebound fought for, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with Rocky. Rocky basketball underneath their own basket. Franklin will pull the trigger. Franklin kicks it out. Trey Larson will set things up out on top for Rocky. Goes to Franklin. Franklin puts up the floater. It's good for Latrell as he picks up 2 more inside. Mitchell, Franklin.
Whoa.
Mitchell with the basketball.
Whoa.
Goes to Cohen May. And we're going to have a tee. Be a technical on Coach Drykosen, and shooting the technical fouls here, it'll be Mitchell. Not real sure what the discussion's all about. Probably the shot clock to see where the possession's going to go back to. And they're going to set the shot clock at 7 as Mitchell will shoot the free throws. And Mitchell on the second free throw is going to get it to go. So he goes 1 for 2 on the technical. He is 3 of 4 from the line here tonight. Derek White comes back into the game. Franklin to White. White for 3, gonna be back iron. Betcher goes up big for the rebound. Gets it out to May. May with it. Cohen May. Latrell Franklin, far side. Trey Larson. And it's Grant Wallace with the rebound. And it'll be Bradley coming out of there with the rebound for the Warriors. 7:35 to go here in the ball game. It's LC on top, 67-51. We got a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Trey Larson as Trey picks up his first personal foul. Joel Towers will come in for Cohen May. Joel Towers, a true freshman out of Hollywood, California. Warriors get it into Bradley. Quickly back to Mitchell. Trey Thomas, they dump it inside. Bradley goes up off the glass. It's good. Tristan Bradley picks up his 8th point of the night. Betcher, and it's going to be stolen away. Going the other way is Mitchell, and he's going to be fouled by Latrell Franklin, as Franklin will pick up the personal foul. That'll be his foul, first foul. Austin Payne will come in for the Battlin Bears. And Mitchell back at the charity stripe. Austin Payne. And Mitchell gets the first one to go. Mitchell's second one is up. It's good. 71-51, 20-point lead here for LC. 6:58 to go. Trey Larson will go up the line to shoot 2.
Went deep. Who's number 3?
What's that?
Who's number 3?
Derek White. Mitchell picking up that foul. His first personal foul. 17 fouls on Rocky, 6 on LC. As Trey Larson got that first free throw, he gets a pair. Timeout on the floor by the Battlin Bears. 6:52 to go in the ball game. 71-53. Back in a minute. Back to live action. It'll be Warriors basketball in the backcourt. Rocky going to set up in some full court pressure here. And we got a whistle and a foul on Trey Larson.
They got nothing to lose. Rather than let them go down, dribble it around, take it to layup. So.
What's that?
They've got nothing to lose. Foul them, drag the game out. You never know.
Two fouls on two fouls on Larson as Trey Thomas gets the free throw to fall.
You don't like that theory? Well, it's just a theory.
Okay. Thomas goes 1 for 2 from the line, and Austin Payne gets a rebound out to Franklin. Franklin goes to Wallace. Grant Wallace with the basketball. And Grant's going to be whistled for a travel. Turnover on Rocky. It'll be LC basketball. 6:34 to go. As they come back the other way. As somebody decided to play with the camera and the scoreboard up on top. Messed that all up on us up there. Trey Larson with it. I'll just give you the time and the score a little more often here tonight. 6:06 to go, 74-53, LC on top. LC basketball in the backcourt. Franklin with it on the far side. Finds a wide open Derek White underneath for 2. 76-53, 5:47 to go in the ball game. Latrell Franklin goes to the hole. It's good by Latrell as he picks up his 9th point of the evening. 76-55. Mitchell with it. Now kicks out Franklin. Franklin on the spin move, puts up the scoop. It's good by Jeremy Franklin as he picks up 2 more. He has 14 on the evening. Bears come back with Latrell Franklin. Latrell tries to go inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. It'll go with the Warriors. 4:57 to go, 78-55, 23-point lead. 18 fouls on Rocky, 6 on LC. going to have a timeout called as Mitchell is double teamed in the backcourt. Going to be a full timeout, 4:53 to go. It'll be a full timeout. We're back in a minute.
Oh,
Back to live action here as we get set to go for the final 4:53. As the Warriors are going to lose the basketball, Latrell Franklin is going to take it to the hole, put up the scoop shot, can't finish. Larson tries to put up the tip, he can't get it to fall. And the Warriors come back the other way with the lob to Abe. As Abe gets the dunk 4-2. Isaac Martell will come in the next dead ball for the Battlin Bears. Grant Wallace, baseline jumper, in and out, no good. And the rebound comes down to Dollarhide. Dollarhide will go to Mitchell. Mitchell with it. Going against Joel Towers out there. As Mitchell's taking it to the hole, kicks out. Trey Thomas for three. As Trey Thomas hits his fifth three-pointer of the night. He has 16 points on the evening. Franklin. Austin Payne. 3:36 to go, 83-55. As Franklin gets the rebound. Once again, somebody messed with our scoreboard camera up on top, so we'll just relay that score to you a little more often. As Mitchell with it out on top. Guarded by Franklin. Mitchell dumps off to Franklin. And the shot put up at the buzzer's no good. Rebound, Austin Payne gets it out to Latrell. And Latrell will bring it back quickly. Puts up the scoop shot, good by Latrell Franklin. As Latrell picks up his 11th point of the night. Substitution timeout, 2:52 to go here, 83-57. LC on top of Rocky. LC inbounds it in the backcourt. Dollarhide will bring it up against Isaac Martell. Mitchell going against Joel Towers. 9 on the shot clock. And Mitchell crosses over. He's going to lose it inside. Dumps it off underneath the Abe. Can't finish. And it's going to be Trey Larson getting the rebound. 2:18 to go, 83-57. LC on top of Rocky. Isaac Martell goes to Trey Larson. Ball's going to be stolen by Franklin. And Abe has it going the other way. Puts up the floater off the glass. It's good. Abe with 2. Timeout on the floor. 2:03 to go, a substitution timeout here by Coach Rinta as Blair Moore will come into the ball game, as well as Andre McCowan. Moore, a 6'9" freshman out of Boise, Idaho. Trey Larson with it for the Bears, 85-57 our score. Joel Towers with it. It's going to be a skip pass, going to be stolen by McCowan, and he'll go up with a two-handed slam, and it's going to be a technical foul on McCowan for hanging on the rim. As McCowan will pick up 2 points and a technical. Grant Wallace will go to the line, shoot the technical foul shots. And Grant gets it to fall. .141 to go. 87-58. Trey Larson will bring it up. Goes to Austin Payne. Joel Towers takes it to the hole with a left-handed shot, no good. Martell tries to get the tip. He puts it up. Isaac Martell working hard inside for 2 points. He has 4 on the evening. Mitchell brings it up. 1:16 to go. 87-60. 27-point LC lead here. As the crowd starts to file out of the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. Mitchell. Shot clock down to 9. Game clock at 1 minute. Mitchell hits the three-pointer, top of the key. That's his first three-pointer of the night. He has 10 points. Trey Larson comes back. He can't finish. Rebound. Grant Wallace puts it up in good. Grant with the offensive rebound and putback. As Mitchell will dribble it out. Warriors going to get a sweep here tonight as the women won 61-56 over the Lady Bears. And the men are going to get a big lead here. And Trey Larson is fighting for the ball here. As Trey Larson's going to pick up the personal foul. As Mitchell goes to the line. Shoots a 1-on-1, can't finish. Austin Payne comes down with the basketball. 16 seconds. Towers dumps off to Grant Wallace. He's going to be fouled. 11.2 seconds to go in the ball game. 90-62, LC on top. And Grant gets the first one to go. The clock is going to run out. Dollarhine has the basketball. That's going to be our final score. LC's going to win it on the men's side by the score of 90-64 over the Battlin Bears. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, come back with our final stats after this. And welcome back here as we'll wrap this one up quickly here tonight as LC gets a big win over the Bears, 90-64 in this ball game. And some scoring for LC. It was Thomas with 16 points, McCowan with 4 points, Dollarhide with 2 points, Franklin with 14, Martin with 8, White with 10, Mitchell with 10, Abby with 18 points, and Bradley with 8 points. They had 7 turnovers, 37 rebounds, 6 offensive, 31 defensive rebounds. They shot 33 of 61 from the floor for 54%. They were 6 of 18 from the three-point line for 33%, and they were 18 of 21 from the free throw line for 86%. For the Battlin Bears, it was McDonald with 4 points, Betcher with 4 points, Wilmore with 9, Samuelson had 13 points, Franklin with 11 points, Cohen May with 5 points, Wallace with 8 points, Larson with 4, Martell with 4, and Payne with 2. They had 14 turnovers, 34 rebounds, 10 offensive, 24 defensive rebounds. They were 22 of 61 for 36% from the floor, 5 of 23 for 22% from the three-point line, and they were 15 of 17 from the free throw line for 88%. Points in the paint, LC with 46, Rocky with 30, and this was pretty much a bench game here tonight, folks. Both these teams know where they're going to be in the postseason play, and a lot of substitutes played in this ball game tonight. LC with 46 points off the bench, and Rocky with 34. Once again, our score at the end of the first half, it was LC 51, Rocky 28, and they get the win here tonight over the Battlin Bears by the score of 90-64. And on the women's side tonight, it was LC on top of Rocky, 61-50 in the women's side. Want to remind everybody the men will travel to Northern. They'll play in Havre at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night, and the women will host Montana Tech here in the playoff game on Wednesday night with tip-off at 7 o'clock. Till then, have a great Battlin Bear weekend.